What's up, cool kids and cats? How's everybody doing? Let me do what I need to do. Is my hair up? No, I took a shower. My hair is not still up. Tis not. It's been a minute. Hey, what's up, Emily? How you doing? How's everybody doing? How we all doing today? No more anime boy. No more anime boy. He went back where he belongs. Into anime. Tired. Yeah, I'm tired too. I think it's, well, I mean, I had to work at 6. But then I took a while to eat and then I worked out. So I didn't eat until maybe about a half hour ago. And it usually makes me pretty tired. How am I? I'm good though. I am good. I'm just going to go live on TikTok real quick, friends. It's been honestly kind of hard not to post on TikTok. I've been wanting to post, but I said I would do 3 days and I'm going to do 3 days. By golly, I'm going to do it. At least very true. Yeah, I did eat. Great to see you again. You too, JX. How you doing? Midnight here. I'm tired, but I want to go to bed. I know that feeling. Isn't there like a term for when you like are stressed and like don't like what you do during the day, so you like stay up too late because you like don't want to ruin what little bit of like independence and free time you have? I feel like there's a term for it. How are things? Good evening. It's good afternoon here. Things are good. Things are good. Just got some work done today. Have to pay the bills. Got a workout in. That's really about it. Answered a couple email things. Revenge procrastination. I rinse these grapes, but they have a funky taste. Revenge procrastination? Or is it reverse? Oh, wow. Hey, good luck, Alex. Hopefully it all works out. Young love. What a time. We love paying those bills. Yeah. Selling our soul to the corporate man. You know, I've been using this the Soundtrack by Twitch app, but shit is still getting flagged on YouTube. What's everybody up to today? What's everybody up to? Read any interesting books lately? I'm working my way through. Has it been flagged? Are you? It only gets flagged on YouTube for me, and specifically only the indie playlist, and some other songs here and there. I'm currently working my way through the Rift War cycle. I've been enjoying that. Just got off work. Nice. Yeah, it's a sleepy day. It was good. New blanket, throw pillow? Heck yeah. Yeah, I need to get some couch pillows. Which colleges do we suggest? It kind of depends on what you want to study. Pie playlist hasn't been played yet. Yeah, I don't usually have issues, but lately indulging on some chocolate. Nice. Can't stay for long. Happy to be here. Thanks for being here, Rosemary. Love to have you here. Just came from my Twitch, Marie? Other way around, friend. Dally? Sorry for my tardiness. Gosh darn it. 7 minutes late. It's late here at home. Hope you have a great day. See you later, JX. Sleep well. Have a great night. I feel like I have such like a prominent European base. Is tardiness going permanent record? No. There are no permanent records. I don't even have I can't even remember what I did yesterday. I'm not supposed to keep track of permanent records. I debated having caffeine today, but I was like, that's not gonna go over well. You make any creature real or fictionally grand. I feel like a centaur. I feel like centaurs are really wise. I feel like they'd be able to teach me things about being a man, but also teach me, you know, things about being half horse. And you know, I'm not too cocky to assume that horses have knowledge that I don't have, you know? There's a lot of people in VA as in Virginia. What am I'm eating some grapes. What my unicorn was doing for the first time today, and it was the best experience ever. What did they say? Where can I find this place? This is just this is the application soundtrack by Twitch. It's Twitch's like DMCA friendly application, and this is just the this is just one of the playlists on there. I think it's called PogChamp. It's their PogChamp playlist, so that's my day. It was good. Pretty chill day. I worked my day job like 6 to 1. Got a quick workout in, ate a meal, and here we are. That's about it. I feel like it's a pretty chill day so far. I've worked out 3 days in a row, so I am really sore and running low on energy a little bit. Maybe we have to do a BuzzFeed quiz. Maybe that's that. Maybe that's the move. I haven't done a BuzzFeed quiz in a minute. I know the feeling, Victoria. I know the feeling. I actually almost like made a pretty big mistake at work. I was able to fix it. Physical therapists like to push my limits. Oh yeah. I mean, being sore from physical therapy, I feel like is the best kind of sore, right? You're sore having done the work that your body needed. Workout sounds good, so I agree. What's up, Land? What's up, Landa? Shalise, what's up? Robot Cow never put us in Notefish. I know. What's up with that, Robot Cow? It's I also, guys, I forgot to do troubleshooting on my computer, so hopefully we don't shut down again randomly at like the 3-hour mark. Robot Cow is slacking. All right, let's get one of these then. Robots have their faults. It's so true. I mean, we played through all of Detroit Become Human. Out of any other stream on Twitch, we know the faults in our stars of our robots, you know? Oh, wait, did it do it right? Uh-oh. It did it like literally at the same time. It's crazy. Hey guys, for those that got my my push notification, could you see the little text emoji face in there? Please, you push it. If anyone got the push text notification, because sometimes I put little faces in there, and I don't know if it sends them. You could? Okay, cool. What's up, Andre? How you doing? Kim got push notification. Yeah, I think you have to have those enabled. I don't know if you have to click something on my profile or have the permissions on your phone set up or something. Also, guys, if you're watching on TikTok right now, I do not spend a lot of time reading this chat, but if you come over to Twitch, this link right here, happy to chat with you. Happy to chat with you all day. Finally came through your TikTok. Hey, thanks, Marie. Appreciate it. Welcome. I want to put on the indie playlist, but everything gets flagged like crazy. I also haven't uploaded. I haven't been doing good about like uploading my YouTube videos, because when it crashes, I have to then combine them. Hey, what's up, Pip? How's the new place? Haven't been around as much. You know what? It's going well.
I think we're gonna be friends.
Only wear my little hands. All right. Erica Marie, thank you for the gifted sub. You legend. There's a tiny hand just for you. But the place is going well. It's not fully set up. You can see a curtain rod right there, but slowly but surely I'm getting there. And I think this week I'm just gonna go thrift some furniture. Thrift a couple of pieces they still need if I get lucky. Why the sad face? Because you needed to click it to make it happy. Thanks for the lurk, Leslie. Enjoy your lurking. What have you been up to, Andrea? Thrifting is always fun. Don't worry about Pip. Don't worry about it. But what we say around here is TikTok doesn't even matter. Just post it. It's a good confidence exercise. It's good to work on your acting muscles. Kill you into coming. Listen, hey, I know that the sad faces, the sad text faces, they work. Yeah. Oh, good clothes. Yeah, this shirt was thrifted. I thrift most of my clothes. I've never thrifted furniture, but we can see how it goes. Did I buy plants yet? I did not buy plants, but a few people sent me plants. Here. Show you guys. You can see there's two on top and there's two inside as well. And then I also have a couple plants in my kitchen. I'm just waiting for a place to put them. I want to put them right here. But I've got a. What's actually going to help a lot is I got something coming tomorrow, which is going to be like another piece of shelving, which is going to go underneath this window right here. I cannot recommend thrifting furniture unless you can get a warranty on it. I don't think you'll get a warranty on it, but I feel like secondhand is like a little bit better because you're reducing the amount of waste in the world. Cool thrifted desk with a mirror, super good quality, nice. Nice, lots of plants. Yeah, we don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be successful as a plant mom, but we're gonna find out. Sturdy before you buy it. Yeah, totally. Send me pics. Don't forget to send me pics where you carry. Oh, that's right, Leslie. I should do that. What's up, Norma? How you doing? I'm not feeling this vibe right now. I'm not feeling this vibe. I want to put on the indie one, but it's probably going to get flagged again. $500 baby cacti? That's crazy. What's up, Whitley? Oh, Cian, yeah, the Q&A, that's right. I said we'd do a Q&A about the movie. Good plans, I have no clue what I'm doing. You and me both. You and me both, Ellie. Whoa, look at Norma with all the tags. See what I mean here? I'm gonna show you guys. This was all from the... I'm pretty sure this was all from the playlist that from the Twitch soundtrack playlist. It's so nuts. And I already don't like this song. How many times did she do it that day? Do what? The wings is what I really want to know. Do you guys want to like... I guess we can just answer them via chat, but I feel like it'd be better if you guys like sent them to me. So like, what is this? Yeah. If I knew we would be chugging as much, I knew Dinklebird had it. See what I mean? This is not royalty free. It's not royalty free. Yeah, and just DM me your questions. And then if people have other questions, I'll just answer them from chat. Twitch just bought the rights to some of the songs, but YouTube has zero connection. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. I guess that's what it is. Well, we're going back to jazz, friends. I think we like jazz better anyway, right? No, Tommy was here. Did you already have them as profile pics? It was both, Liz. So some of the pictures they used, they took from my social media at the time. Eliza and I like went to Golden Gate Park with the director and the producer, and we just like had a picnic and a little photo shoot as well. We shot a couple on campus of San Francisco State. I wasn't a student anymore, but you know, alums still come by and do stuff. Just applied for my first solo apartment. Heck yeah, Goblin! Come join the solo living life. Maskine's a really beautiful shot. Yeah, it's a very beautiful film. But you know, you guys have to remember that. Well, you don't have to remember, but I was actually talking with Scott, the director. We were talking. We're doing like a little like interview thing on Friday after my stream, actually, after our stream, and you know, we were talking about it, and you know, he was 22 when he made the film. You know, he was fresh out of film school. It was his first thing, and don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful film. And they got a decent amount of funding. You know, getting $150,000 is a good amount of money for an indie film. But we were talking about it, and he's like, I've grown so much as a director. You know, like they've through that experience. And then I don't know how much of you all looked into the production company, but they basically made that film, and then from there they built out a production company. And then also music production. So they made all the music in that film and its original songs, and they made music videos and stuff. So they kind of built like a whole production / marketing company out of this. And then they shopped the film around. They went to like Italy, Ohio, all over the US, a lot of different stuff. So it is a beautiful film. But we learned a lot. Even me as an actor, like I was 22, 23. And like, you know, I watched the film. I think I went to a premiere. It was at the Hollywood Marketplace Festival, one of the ones in Santa Monica. And so I went to Santa Monica and I got to see it. And even that, I'm like, I look so much different. You know, I've learned a lot. You know, I wasn't, you know, that was my first feature length film that I had done as well. They made all the music. Yeah, they definitely did. Why it came out the way it did. If it was his first film, like as an objective watcher, I could see the execution could have been better. Yeah. I mean, watching it. But that being said, you know, there were scenes before where Danny and I were showing pretty clear interest in each other. Is it a problem? No, it's not. It's not a problem. People just have some questions. We're not going to talk about it the whole time. But Danny and I were showing pretty clear interest in each other. And he was, he was not fully, I don't think he was fully knocked out, but yeah, he was pretty drunk. But so that's what I'm saying that's gray about it, because it's not like, because you can't give consent when you're drunk or incapacitated. But, you know, it's a very different, yeah, I guess a Goblin, maybe I should make a little command thing for it. You guys can go to my MVD, and it's all there for you. But Abenek was pretty different than, obviously his faults. You know, he likes being the head honcho kind of guy, which is why he, you know, spoiler, you know, in some resistance. has glasses, and I feel like you would like that because it's pretty similar to your one. Victoria, thank you for the 33, friend. Wait, I'm a little worried because is 33 a specific one? Okay, yeah. I need to fix something real quick, friends. Get out of here. I guess that's what I'll do. We might have to fix that, friends. We might have to fix that. But yeah, let me fix it real quick. I thought it would work, but I guess not. Talking about X. Well, I mean, not exactly an hour, but are there any other questions about the movie before we move on? Also, if you muted yourself because of spoilers. I'm trying to fix that. I still need to update yours, Victoria. I still need to update it.
Kitty.
There it goes. It might be doing it. It might. About to do it a bunch of times. Yeah. Did I enjoy making the movie? I came, so I don't know if it was already discussed. I did enjoy making the movie.
Pennies.
I did enjoy making the movie.
Pennies for the poor.
Why did it just come out now? So movies take a long time to get done.
Just kidding. I appreciate it.
You know, most of the time, the majority of your time when you make a movie is spent in what's referred to as post. So that's everything after you stop shooting. Shooting usually takes, you know, anywhere from like 4 to 12 weeks, depending it. Forget by the time I'm allowed to watch. I can't watch till May because that's when I turn 16. Yeah. Okay, don't. Here, it's. I'm pretty sure it's rated R, so please don't watch it if you're under the age of 17 in the U.S. But movies take a long time, so you know they have to edit it, they have to do all the things, post, distribution, and then yeah, Bex is exactly right. And then what took them a while is they were looking for the right distributor. So like I said, they shopped it around. They went to like Italy. Wait, how long is the trailer?
Password, please.
2:30.
Wonderful.
Stella Marie, keep your eyes open.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm very happy you came. I was worried about.
Yeah, I don't think it's available internationally. Now that I think about it, I don't think it's available internationally.
I'll introduce you to some of the regulars, okay?
Attention! A word from Her Royal Highness.
Hello, friends. On behalf of the Foundation, I'd like to thank you all for coming.
Oh.
You are about to enter.
I'll wait. I'll say something in a sec.
Safe space. A world free of judgment. Free of shame. In our house, no fantasy.
I'm only in like 0.2 seconds of this, I think. Oh, there I am. I think I'm only in like 0.2 seconds.
I'm sorry to disturb you. Would you mind inspecting her?
Oh, you bought it? Oh, thanks, Sparkle.
She looks good to me.
Just to be clear, guys, any proceeds do not go to me. Usually actors do not get anything on the back end. We get paid for our performance and that's it.
Did you happen to see who she went off with?
She just
Okay, well, you guys got a nice little sneak peek there. But anyways, because of some things in the movie that I won't reveal, the majority, all the promotional materials, I'm not, but I just that, he talks about that almost as like a spiritual thing. Like he if you watch the documentary about the film, they actually were told to ignore Shelley Duvall and said to make her feel alone and isolated. You ever watch Dr. Sleep though? I have not. Yeah, I mean, there are so many tales and stories across Hollywood's history. It's not a guys ready? Tiny hands. Tiny hands. Tiny hands ASMR. Tiny hands. Tiny hands ASMR. Wait. Tiny hands. Tiny hands. Tiny hands. Drop me off for kindergarten. For the first like week, for the, I don't know, however long you're in, or preschool, however long you're there for like 4 hours or 5 hours or whatever. I just cried. I bawled, and I was inconsolable. What's that word? I was not conceivable, inconsolable. Like they could not get me to calm down whatsoever. I would just cry and cry and cry and cry and cry. And I was very shy. I was so shy. I couldn't talk, and even consolable. There it is. And even moving forward, even as I got older, like even into middle school and high school, I was so shy. Like I could not go into new groups. It took me a long time to make friends. Once you were my friend, I was like very extroverted and gregarious and stuff. And fast forward to high school and stuff, like especially around girls, like I would just clam up and whatever. And then, so I eventually found theater and I found improv. And so what drew me to performing in the first place, theater and stuff, it wasn't actually performing. I didn't like scene study. I didn't like monologues. I just liked improv. I just liked being witty and making people laugh. I've always loved making people laugh. And so there was a time in high school, I remember this very vividly. I think I was like 16, 17. I was playing, at this point I had gotten brought out of my shell. I'd been doing theater for a couple years. I had started to date girls, so I started to find my ground a little bit. And there was a time in my life where I was playing Romeo in our school's production of Romeo and Juliet. I had finally made it onto like varsity wrestling, and I was taking a lot of IB classes, which is just like AP for those of you that aren't familiar. So I had a lot going on in my life, and I would get nervous. I would get so nervous before performances. I would get so nervous before like wrestling meets, and like wrestling meets are just like, I don't know why I did it. It is some of the most intense shit they have kids do. I don't know why wrestling is allowed. We were doing some crazy shit. Like your coaches are all like former Olympians and shit. It doesn't make sense. But anyways, I remember it was like right before my first performance or maybe it was after the first performance, but I was right off. I was in the wings of the stage, and I was so freaking nervous, and I was just, my whole body was like this huge. So I was like, what if like, reach out and just say, you know, like, actually, thank you for rejecting me. That's a real thing. She was like, thank you for rejecting me. And she's like, at the time, I didn't realize why anyone would reject me, because she's I'll be honest, she's so gorgeous, like literally so gorgeous. And she's like, I don't understand why anyone would reject me. And she's like, and when you did, and I think at the time she asked why, and I gave her a couple like polite things. I was just like, honestly, I feel like we're on different life stages. I'm going for X, Y, and Z. You're going for A, B, and C, you know, da, da. And she's like, it kind of forced me to take a hard look at myself. And she kind of did like a little bit of a 180 of express what you wanted. Thank you for the sub thing. I'm so sorry. I'm new to Twitch. Can someone explain what this means? Yeah, no worries, Sage952. So when you subscribe to this channel, it means you get a couple different things. You get ad-free viewing. You get access to emotes. You get an additional increase of channel points. You also get a cool Discord role. You just get swag power. And I think that's all that I can think of. People might know of some other benefits that I'm blanking of. Fine line between generosity and letting people take advantage of you. I don't know if I agree with that. I think you determine that line. Like if you're at a point in your life where you're not looking for anything and you just want to have fun and be casual with a lot of people and they want to do the same, like that's fine. But if you're looking for something serious but you're not being clear about it and someone, you know, doesn't react in that kind of way, I think I know what you're getting at, but like to me that wording confuses me a little bit. Swag power is the main reason. You're just rolling with the waves of life and you tell people this and then they're assholes. Yeah. But what if you've never been taught boundaries and people exploit that to hurt you, like really hurt you? Yeah. I'm sorry. I think there's a lot of shitty people in this world, Panda. That's just the fact of the matter. There's a lot of shitty people in this world because a lot of people have been hurt, and it's a lot easier to hurt someone else when you're hurting than to pause and understand why you're hurting and what you need to do to heal. So, I mean, we see it with children, you know, and it's like children are, you know, who we all are at heart. You know, we're all that scared little person inside. And, you know, anger is just such an easier emotion for people to comprehend and process for so many reasons. So it's unfortunate. But what I will also tell you, Panda, is no one can really teach you to have boundaries. You kind of need to have those for yourself. I mean, I mean, parents and you know, guardians and adult figures can teach you. They can tell you the importance of it, but the boundaries are something that everybody needs to have for themselves, and they're personal to you. And it is unfortunate that a lot of people create their boundaries from trial and error. You know what I mean? For having picked the partners I picked, and maybe I need to take a minute to understand, well, why am I attracted to these people? What is it about these people that are drawing me in? What am I doing that draws them to me? If I feel like playing a game, we're gonna play a game. If I feel like extrapolating based off your comment, we'll do that. And if not, like, we're just here to hang out. So no, thank you, Panda, for allowing us to engage in such an amazing conversation. I've loved the things you had to say. Hey, thanks, buddy. It's funny that we're talking about this because I have been doing a lot of that within the past couple weeks I've ever joined. It's quite cool. Well, thanks for being here, Sage. We're happy to have you. Now that you guys want to know something, I don't watch my VODs back because I literally can't. And I think I need to analyze that. Not in a, like, I think if what the heck? Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? Did anyone see that? Yeah, did you see that? I think was it this one? What the heck? I would tell you guys, I don't have porn open.
And have to face the situations that scare them. By the way,
where did that come from? So, oh, you think it was X? Yes, it was X. Good catch. Good catch. I would tell you guys it was X. Yeah. You know, so I added a little bit of fade streams, transitions. As you guys can see here, see how there's like a little bit of the fade, just because I think it looks a little bit nicer. But I guess it grabbed like an incomplete frame, but I don't even have X open. That's crazy. This is the trailer tab. That's so funny. Yeah, guys, what about me and my personality leads you to believe that I would just not tell you? Like if we actually did that, I'd be like, oh, yep, that was porn from earlier. Like I would just tell you guys. I would just come clean. Glad to know you tell us you had some snake. Yeah. Would openly mention watching porn because that's his friend too. I mean, if that's what happened, if we were streaming, if we were live streaming and I went to like go play a clip and then all of a sudden you just heard porn noises, I would have just been like, yeah, that's what happened. So, so you pretty much know if I get like excited, I'm like, what the heck? It's because I want to figure it out. Okay, let's watch this again. Sebastian R. Teller has the biggest, fattest, juiciest, rotundest, wrinkly brain I have ever had the fortune of meeting. Hey, Zach, what do you do for a living? The Italian, because we are passionate people. And she says I was like 2 or 3, right? And my mom was like flipping through a magazine. My mom likes magazines. And there was like a photo. It was his dad wouldn't get him a toy he wanted because it was pink. See you later. This is a cute story. So in 7th grade, I had a girlfriend named Alyssa. And I really liked Alyssa. I thought she was super pretty, because she was. And I don't know how long we had been dating. It was either, I remember the number 5. So it was either 5 days, 5 weeks, or 5 months. Probably not 5 months, I think probably 5 weeks, to be honest with you, probably 5 weeks. But we'd been dating and I was 12, right? I was in 7th grade, so I was 12. And I remember I was like, remind me to tell you a story about kissing after this. But I remember I was like, okay, we've been dating for a little bit now. This is how my brain worked. I was like, we've been dating for a little bit. It's time we take our relationship to the next level. It's time we kissed. And just remember, guys, I was so shy. Even back then, even though I had a girlfriend, I was so shy. I remember one time we were on a field trip. We were at this museum, and we were watching like a blacksmith like chisel a hammer or whatever, beat a hammer. And I was chatting with my friend Scott, and because like I really wanted to hold her hand. This was before. I was like, I gotta hold her hand. I gotta hold her hand. I gotta hold her hand. And I was sitting next to her. And instead of doing the regular thing, which would be to ask her if she wanted to hold hands or to just hold her hand, this is what I did. She's sitting right here. Here, our legs are touching. I literally look the other way, and for whatever reason, I think holding out my hand like this and repeatedly hitting her is what I should do. So I just started hitting her leg with my hand open until finally she held my hand. I don't know what I thought I was doing. I don't know if I thought my hand was gonna like perfectly slide onto hers or whatever, but that visual of like 12-year-old Zach, and I was little, right? I was 12, so I think I told you guys, like I was probably 4'10" or 4'11". So okay, so now you have some context as to my relationship with Alyssa's. So now fast forward a certain amount of time, whatever, and I'm like, okay, it's time for us to kiss. This is my brain. I'm like, it's time for us to kiss. And I'm like, but wait, Zach, you can't kiss a girl you don't love. That would be wrong. So you have to tell her you love her, and then you can kiss her. So I like wrote her a note, or maybe I texted her or something. And back then you like had to pay money per text. So I texted her, I was like, hey, meet me at the bottom of the big stairs after school. And again, we were 12. So when school was over, usually your parents were like there or getting ready. Like usually your parents had you go to a specific place that you had to wait, right? And you would have different groups of friends. So we didn't have the same place to go after school, right? She went to one end and I went to different ends, whatever. My mom used to make us like walk outside of school because she didn't want to wait in line. So we are coming from opposite directions. We meet at the bottom of the stairs and I am so nervous. And I just look at her and I go, I love you. And she goes, I love you too. And I literally put my hands on her shoulders like this. I grab her like this and I peck her on the mouth. I go, and I go, okay, goodbye. And then I left and she left too. Just that visual of just like, and that's an amazing alert. You really knocked the ball out of the park. What was the best date I've ever went on? Last time I kissed a boy, I was in elementary school. Now I'm also, oh, I know this area. feel like CowCon, I feel like the people that would go to CowCon, there's like maybe 10 of y'all. So I feel like you guys should just go on a trip together and then wind up in LA and then we'll hang out. You killed him? That's so funny. Yeah, I guess it was pretty ambiguous, you know, and my character was pretty salty towards the end. I'm gonna try turning off this light real quick, guys. See what happens. And then let's turn this guy on. I don't think that. I think that's actually a no-go. Yeah, it's a no-go. Look at all this room we have. I'm actually a little too sore to run around. Never even thought of that. Me neither. Me neither. I told Scott too, and Scott was like, "Wait, really?" As soon as I save up for an RV, I'm out of here. Yeah, we got a few of us in LA. We got a few of us out here. Can we talk about the people who live below you, feel you run around? Yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad for the people that live underneath me. I genuinely do. Because it's clearly like just the floors and the walls are just old. Worst dating story. I mean, I already talked about Demon Girl. Well, I mean, I had a date once where I showed up and it's like, has this ever happened to anybody? I showed up and I immediately was just like, she didn't look like her photos. She just didn't. And I could just tell as soon as we met that there wasn't going to be any chemistry. But I was like still newish to dating. You know, it was when I was still in San Francisco. And Hope and I were no longer together, so I was kind of new to dating again. And so I didn't know how to get out of it. We had plans. We were gonna go get a burger, and then I got tickets to a Cowboys. And you gotta put the work in, just like you would if they were there, you know. And you gotta prioritize it. So that's kind of the advice I would give you if you're in a long distance relationship and you're trying to make it work. You gotta plan time just as you would if you were there. If you're in person and you're with your partner, you're probably not going to be looking at your phone. You're not going to be distracted. And, you know, long distance relationships is probably easier to put things off, you know, especially with time differences. So you definitely got to put in a little bit of extra time and effort. So that's really all the advice I have. I hope it's helpful, but I liked how she put it, where they're uncompromising in their time together, and they're still sharing experiences and activities together regardless of how far they've been away. Ewan McGregor and Big Fish, that's a big compliment. And Dylan, trust me, kid, I know somebody. I know Jeff Levitt's manager's cousin. Yep, oh, that's gonna get us straight there. We got 6 meetings lined up next month. Don't worry about names. And the way it works, I think we're going to start doing that because it's really, really cool. So what she does is she streams for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then the rest, probably going to get a little bit more front And thanks, Lizzie. I appreciate it. Okay, friends, have a fantastic night or day or whatever time it is for you. And I will see you on Friday at 3 p.m. if you can stop by again. Join the Discord if you want to keep an eye on the schedule and stuff. Whitley. There's got to be a setting where I can just like have them subscribe, right? Thank you, Whitley. And I will see you all. I hope to see you all very, very soon. And take care, everybody.